after independent MLA Ravi Rana and his wife, independent member of parliament Navneet Rana, threatened to chant Hanuman Chalisa outside Matoshree. This morning, security, as you see on your television screens, has been tightened outside his Bandra house. Hundreds of Shiv Sena workers are gathered outside the Bandra house and even staged protests outside the couple's house in Khar. In fact, Navneet Rana spoke to the media earlier this morning. Listen into what she has to say.
खुलेआम अगर गुंडागर्दी शिव सेना में कर रही है, और मैं अभी भी बोल रही हूँ कि मैं नीचे भी जाऊंगी और गेट के बाहर भी जाऊंगी और मातोश्री के बाहर हम हनुमान चालीसा का पाठन भी करेंगे। उसमें कोई भी हमें रोक नहीं सकता है। तुम्हारे पास जरूर प्रशासन और सरकार होगी तुम्हारी, पर ताकत तो हमको भी हमारे लोगों ने दी है। तुम तुम्हारे पीढ़ी के भरोसे खा रहे हो, हम अपने स्वतः हमारा भविष्य हमने निर्माण करके यहाँ पर आए और बजरंग बली की ताकत, संकट मोचन की ताकत हमारे साथ है।
हनुमान चालीसा पढ़ना और बजरंग बली का श्री राम भगवंत का नाम लेने के लिए अगर यहाँ पे उद्धव ठाकरे जी की परमिशन लेना पड़ता, यहाँ पे अगर हमको जाने के जी के माध्यम से रोका जाता है, तो मुझे लगता है महाराष्ट्र की कायदा सुव्यवस्था ये राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री बिगाड़ रहे। और इन्होंने जो गुंडे हमारे घर पे हमला के लिए भेजे, जो बाड़ा साहब के सैनिक नहीं है, बाड़ा साहब के सैनिक अगर रहते थे तो मेरे को मालूम है वो हनुमान चालीसा हमारे साथ पढ़ते थे। ये पावर का दुरुपयोग मुख्यमंत्री महाराष्ट्र में कर रहे हैं।
All right, Navneet Rana and Ravi Rana, the couple who has threatened to recite Hanuman Chalisa outside the Chief Minister's residence, openly stating that nobody can stop them from doing so. Saurabh Gupta is tracking the story for us. Saurabh, we are seeing these dramatic visuals. Thousands have gathered, I beg your pardon, hundreds it appears have gathered outside the Chief Minister's residence and they're swelling by the minute. Just describe to us what's happening there.
Well, you know, it seems that this, of course, is planned to sort of somehow target the Shiv Sena. And Navneet Rana is, of course, an independent, MP. And this, of course, is to sort of try and put the Shiv Sena on the map. Now, for many months, you know, the opposition, especially the BJP and others, have been trying to question the Shiv Sena's Hindutva credentials, something that the Shiv Sena has managed to rebuff at every stage. But obviously, the Hanuman Chalisa, recital is something that perhaps, the parties that are opposed to the Shiv Sena want to use. And obviously, everyone who's covered politics knows that trying to sort of come to, Matoshree, which is a very well-protected residence, the residence of Shiv Sena founder and patriarch Uddhav Thackeray, is something that would, provoke Shiv Senics. And, the intention seems to just be just that. And obviously, the Hanuman Chalisa is, of course, now, is being used to do that exactly. And, of course, the Hanuman Chalisa is a music text recited by thousands. It's usually recited on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but what you see is now a gathering, of people trying to recite Hanuman Chalisa outside, the Chief Minister's residence. Resulting in a law and order situation where, the Shiv Senics have also gathered.
Right.
And that is, of course, what we see unfolding in these pictures.
Absolutely, Saurabh. We are seeing these visuals on our screens where, in fact, women workers also coming out in large numbers and protesting outside the Chief Minister's residence. Now, do we know more about where the couple is at the moment and, what is their forward plan is? Because we just heard them stating that they are going to be continuing with their plan of reciting Hanuman Chalisa outside the Chief Minister's residence.
Well, obviously, the important thing here is not the Hanuman Chalisa. The important thing here is the politics around, this whole issue. And this whole issue is to suggest that the Shiv Sena is somehow losing its Hindutva credentials, which the Shiv Sena opposes very strongly at each and every step. But obviously, the party also, finds itself in government, and in government it also has to maintain law and order. And that is where, it is in a situation where it has to also ensure that, such moves, which is likely to, provoke chaos and provoke Shiv Sena supporters of, and party workers of the Shiv Sena, to come out on the streets. And that's exactly what has happened. You see, Shiv Sena workers come out on the streets after Navneet Rana, said she would come and, recite Hanuman Chalisa outside the Chief Minister's residence, which is, of course, the Shiv Sena patriarch, Uddhav Thackeray's residence, which Shiv Senics, or Shiv Sena party workers, as they're called, Shiv Senics, he has a revered place, almost like a temple. So obviously, the fact is that any political messaging is something that also, is what we're seeing here in these pictures that,
Right. Saurabh Gupta, we'll see how the day unfolds. Of course, at this point in time, large numbers of Shiv Senics are gathered outside Matoshree, the Chief Minister's residence. These are dramatic visuals with some of the workers even trying to climb those barricades, as you see on your television screens. We continue tracking this story through the day.